appreciate the opportunity to be here. A little bit of background on myself, just to kind of give you guys some context about some of the comments I'll make. My name is Braun. I'm an engineering program manager for Emerson Automation Solutions. I have responsibility for three main areas. I am the security manager for our wireless organization. I also have responsibility for the development of our wireless HART gateways, as well as responsibility for our Plant Web Insight program. And for those of you that don't know, wireless HART is a wireless mesh networking protocol. Users will buy our products and products from other vendors and deploy them out into the field. The sensors will communicate with themselves and back with the gateway and route data back to the host system. Our Plant Web Insight program is all about providing context to users. With all these new sensors that are being deployed, there's a lot of new data out there that users are getting, and they really need to have some context around that. And so that's what our Plant Web Insight program is meant for. Before moving into program management, I was in systems engineering and then software and firmware development for a variety of industries. I've spent a good part of my career working in the industrial control and process automation space, but also spent some time working in the military and aerospace areas, as well as some medical device work too. I'm the co-chair of the Working Group 9 Task Group 7 committee, along with Suzanne Lightman from NIST, and I'm also one of several authors of the 62443 4-1 standard. So I'm here today to discuss the ISA Committee on Security for Industrial Automation and Control Systems. That's ISA 99. This is a large group, 500 plus members, representing customers or companies from a lot of different sectors. So we've got organizations from the chemical processing, petroleum refining, food and beverage, energy, pharmaceuticals, water, manufacturing, just a very, very large dispersed group of organizations. And I'm also here to discuss the ISA IEC 62443 standards on industrial and automation and control system security. So we'll jump in here. So this is, I think, the best kind of bird's eye view of the series of standards. So this isn't one standard. For those of you that don't know, this is a series of standards. So there's 13 standards within the series. They're organized as follows. So you can kind of see there at the top. You've got general concepts. So these are things like the glossary and terms, and I think there's some metrics in there. And then there's policies and procedures. So this is things like your patch management and requirements for your security program. Then at the third level down there, there's the system level requirements. So these are requirements that you would employ for designing a secure system. And the lower layer there is the component level. So these are requirements that are going to apply to vendors like Emerson, like product development requirements. These standards, they apply to a wide group of people. They've got, wide application. They're going to apply to end users. They're going to apply to vendors like us. They're going to apply to system integrators, network managers, and others. The list goes on and on. I don't have a complete list, but wide application out there for this set of standards. The scope is wide as well, so these are meant for industrial automation and control system whose compromise could result in endangerment of public or employee safety, environmental protection, loss of public confidence, violation of regulatory requirements, loss of proprietary or confidential information, economic loss, impact on entity, local, state, or national security. So very, very wide-ranging scope as well. So I've got a little bit more specific information here on each of the standards. I'm not going to go through each one of these in detail, but I think the main takeaway here is that the standards themselves are varying states. So you'll want to, as you dig in, you want to kind of take a look at what state each of the standards are in. Some of them are still in a draft state, and some of them are published by IEC and adopted by ISA. So the kind of the wide range of states that these standards are in. The same statement applies to the system security and the component security. So some still in draft state, and some are adapted. So take a look. If I can jump back here a couple slides. I think this slide does a good job. If you look in the lower left corner, there's a little icon there in each one of the boxes with a legend at the bottom. So this will kind of give you a kind of a general feel for the state that each of the pieces is in. So I'm also, like I mentioned earlier, I'm a co-chair of the Working Group 9, Task Group 7, Industrial Internet of Things Cybersecurity Group. Suzanne Lightman co-chairs that with me. She's from NIST. And in this group, we're analyzing the specific characteristics of the industrial Internet of Things in terms of things like threats and attack surface and vulnerabilities. And we're examining and taking a look at whether the approach developed by the ISA 99 committee contains any gaps. So what we're not doing in this committee is we're not writing another standard. Like I said, we're just kind of looking for any potential holes that may exist in the standards. So the end product of this group will be a technical report with the findings. So we currently meet bi-weekly, Tuesdays, 9 a.m. Central Time. We've got a lot of participants from a wide variety of industries. So if you'd like to get involved, please contact one of us, and we'll get you connected. I've also got some contact information here. I've got the ISA wiki, the Twitter handle. Committee co-chairs are Eric Cosman and Jim Gilson. Managing director is Joe Weiss, and the staff contact is Eliana Brazda. So with that, I will sit down, I guess. Thank you.
Advocate the gavel.